I was very much looking forward to this today, and I'll have to tell you something. I have a brother, Neil, who's a couple of years older than me and doesn't follow new music, doesn't know who a lot of the music. I mean, I think his musical collection stopped at like 1967. And I was talking to him on a cell phone today, just upstairs, and I said, "Well, I got to go because I'm going to talk to Ed Sheeran." He's like, "Oh my God, Ed Sheeran." That guy's huge. And then his attitude was kind of, "Why is he talking to you?"
Thanks, man.
I was like, "Fuck you."
I'm finding the more I'm playing in, because I haven't been back to America in like 5 years. This is my first tour since 2018. And the thing that I'm always like, do kids still like my music? And like, I had a song called Bad Habits a couple of years ago that kind of like I'll have like 6-year-old kids dress up as me as the video at the gigs. But there's also like, the fan base is now getting older and older and older, and I love seeing such multi-generational people at the shows. It is really cool, because before, when I first came out, it was pretty much just girls who were 14 to 21. And then
that's still my following,
right? But then they obviously all grow up, and then they have little brothers and sisters, and then their mums started coming, and then their grandmothers, and it's become this thing. But
really... I think the saving grace is that you clearly, I mean, it's obvious, but then you talk about it, and I love that you're so honest about it. You put in the work. You're really hard on yourself, and you say, "This crap song, I don't like that song, I don't like that song, I need to write 10 songs or 15 songs or 20 songs to get this one that I really like." And then
it's the same for gigs as well. I've got to a point now where each gig is just as good as the last one, because I've bombed so many times and I've done so many shite gigs that you then get to a point where you go, "What went wrong in that show? How do I improve this?" And you just learn how to. I mean, you do a lot of stand up, right?
I do. Well, I don't know what I do honestly anymore. I open my mouth and I say things, and there's occasionally laughter, and then sometimes I'm given a check afterwards. And so that's what I call it. But I love. Yeah, I live for getting in front of people and
failing. You have to fail to succeed.
I haven't tried that. Success after success after success. Never an awkward moment in 40 years in the business. Well, don't check that. Ed, an absolute delight that you came by. And I do want to mention that you're going to do, which sounded amazing to me, a contest to let fans make potential videos.
Yeah.
Is that something that's really going to happen?
Yeah, I basically, my sort of contract with my record label ended with Subtract. And I was like, I want to do one album on my own label, and so this is the one we're doing. And I was just sort of like, I'm going to make it totally fan focused. So we've done the bonus record. I haven't said this yet, but the bonus record of the album is going to be live from 14 fans' living rooms. So I door stopped fans. I found out who all my top fans were, and I knock on their door, and I've got a mic on and a guitar, and they go. And I walk in their living room, and I play one song from the album, and it's recorded, and then that's going to be the bonus album. So that's the live album, live from fans' living rooms. And then I wanted to get basically, I have fans all over the world that are super talented and creative in places like Bulgaria or like anywhere.
Yeah.
And I wanted to just basically be like, the people that make my music videos are usually connected in some way to Hollywood or like the British film scene. And I was like, I want to actually spread the net and let anyone be creative. So it's basically they've been submitting ideas.
This is great.
And then I choose 14 ideas in 14 countries and then fund them, basically. One
of the things that can happen now is entertainment used to be it is manufactured here, and then it is a direct pipeline that runs one way to the people, and it's like it's coming from the mountaintop, from Zeus to you. And what's really interesting is we live in this era now that I love, because I come from that old world when I got started. And what we have now is you can have a creative dialogue with people where you make your thing, they respond, someone funny shows up, then you connect with them. That creates a whole other connection.
Also, the Western world is no longer the powerful entertainment force. Like, the biggest music in the world at the moment is not English speaking music. It's like it's all over. It's all over. And it's that for me is super exciting. It's just opened up genres to everyone, and I think there's so much talent in the world. Like, imagine if all the talented people in the world lived in London and Los Angeles. It just doesn't make sense. Like, there's so much talent in the world to be seen. So I'm excited to. I've kind of got to manage my expectations on this record though, because there's not a single that goes to radio or like a big major label push, but it's basically just it's an album that I made. That it is what it is, and I've just
I listened to it today. It's really beautiful. I loved it, and like I say, this will lead you to the next thing. So you don't know. Also, this will be some of your fans' favorite album. You just don't know. But this is the thing. Like, my favorite Springsteen album is Nebraska, and that
me too.
Me too, actually.
But that kind of happened by accident. He was like, oh, I guess. I mean, like, I know. I think Atlantic City. I think Born in the USA was meant to be on it. He recorded Nebraska with the band with his demos. He was like, these are my demos, and then it didn't really work out, and then he just put out the demos. And I feel like albums like that, it's about how they age, not about like what it is at the time. I've even had songs that have come out and been commercial failures the first week, and I've gone, ugh! And then 4 years on, there's one song called Afterglow that I have that I close my stadium show with. And when I put that out, it went in the charts at like 192 or something like that. And I was like, well, I fucked up there. But you
don't know.
But it's a fan favorite now. And it just, So for me, as long as I like the music and I'm putting it out, I've just got to make peace with how it does. Like, I used to be in a position in my career where like, everything that I put out had to be like multi-platinum, #1, big debut, and that was the pressure on it. And that for me, I think stifles creativity, because you go, well, it has to be the biggest thing in the world, therefore I can't take any risks. And I feel like breaking out of that and I can go back into that if I want to, but like breaking out of it and just being like, this is basically me like jumping off and just being like, this is the first thing that I'm doing that I'm not sure how it's going to do, but I like it. Whereas before, it's been very surefire, putting out Shape of You and being like, I know that this will be played on radio and blah, blah, blah. It's a different thing.
I don't worry about you. I don't think anyone in this room worries about you. Okay. I'm so happy that you're on this planet, and you're such a delightful, funny, and really inquisitive person. You're the first person I've talked to in a while that gave a shit about me. So
I'm fascinated though, man. You've had, like, as you said, like, you did the late night thing for 30 years. You've written on The Simpsons. You've done stand up. You meet all these amazing people. It's like the podcast should be a back and forth with people, because there's so many. As I said, there's so many stories that your fans won't know about that will just come out by accident on this.
You're right.
And when on the late night show, does anyone ever go, "Hey, you tell me a story about the?" It's like, this is the time for people to find out interesting shit about you as well.
Until it gets all right. It's never happening again. Hey, Ed Sheeran, thank you so much for being here. You're welcome in our world anytime. Thank you. And continued massive success.
Nice one, man. Thank you
very much. Ed Sheeran, everybody.